Big Fat Panda.
I'm the Big Fat Panda. Skadoosh.
Hello and welcome to Big Fat Panda show number 65. I promise in the future these shows will be consistent as always and come out the last week of the month. This one's a little bit quicker because I had so much stuff going on, but we're going to continue the consistency, I promise. Let me thank my exclusive partner, MouseFanTravel.com, a division of MEI Travel. They really do specialize in Disney, but of course do vacations everywhere. So they have different people specializing in different things. Greatest travel agency out there. It does not cost you an extra dime to book with MEI, MouseFanTravel.com. Before we get into everything going on, a quick bit of housekeeping. New Facebook group, BigFatPandemonium.com. The name of the actual group is Pandemonium, but that's a website I got so that you can just get to it. So if you type in Big Fat Pandemonium, you'll be a member of the Facebook group. Just hit the join button. Also, I don't do enough promotion of Instagram and Twitter. It's Big Fat Panda Show, so please come along and follow me there. There'll be some contests and stuff very soon. The gondolas were finally unveiled, and with the characters, it took a comment on Facebook for somebody to explain to me that they're looking down on us. And it's true, the characters are actually looking down on the people. It's really cool. You have just the Mama Odie. My favorite is the Haunted Mansion. It looked great. I was happy enough and lucky enough to be a guest on Fox 35 inside the studio for the first time instead of being Skyped.
Unwrap them. Did you see the characters?
Oh my God.
They really, and there's so many of them, and they're on different sides. And what I didn't realize is they're looking down on the people. So you have Mrs. Potts looking down on the people.
That's a good point. And how many people can fit inside one?
They say 10, I say 8.
Why? Because you are
Danielle Knox and Amy Caulfield are just some of the greatest hosts. They've never been to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm trying to get them, either on or off camera, to come to one of the Halloween Horror Nights. They don't know that I'm scared too, but how much fun would that be? So I'm trying to get them to do that.
You're the best vlogger.
Thank you. BigFatPanda.com is my YouTube channel.
Got it.
All
so
right.
BigFatPanda.com. We always love having you in.
Thank you.
Let's go ride the gondolas together. You want to?
Yeah, and I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights with you.
Oh, I've never been.
They should have a camera and follow us. We would
You, sir.
I love you, but I
One
can't.
time. Just one time.
I was lucky enough last night to be invited to the DVC Moonlight Magic event. It's a special, kind of an after-hours event, but because it's free, it does get more people who belong to the Disney Vacation Club. My friend Alan Delinka from Mouse Planet, he invited me, so thank you, Alan. We went with Cindy and Chad. They are from Disney Lists, and we just had a really good time. There was a Tron meet and greet, which I don't know if it's happened before. It was really weird. I don't know Tron too well. But if you remember me having a laughing fit in another show about noticing character costumes change, I liked seeing Daisy Duck in her Norwegian garb. My other good friend Spokesman doing his live streams, like he does like 3-year live streams. I'm kidding, but they go on forever. And people watch them. They love them. So we went to Universal Studios, and I've never done the raptor encounter. So it was Blue was the raptor. Listen, I know it's fake. I know it's not a raptor. You know it's not a raptor. You go there and tell me if you're not a little scared. There's something about the trainer talking to you and my back towards the dinosaur. It's an uneasy feeling. The fear is real. But they know that they have me as a victim, so they select me for the torture. And watch them, they tell Spokesman, go ahead, you could leave, because they know he's not scared. They can tell by his face. But they know they have a victim in me, and they want to exploit that.
Sir, what's your name? Sir, what's your name?
Panda, John,
say still. John, eyes on me. John, eyes on me. Stay still. You can't break my fight again. John, stay absolutely still. Keep breathing. Hold it in, John. Hold it on. Let's go. Go. Okay, all right.
And for the first time, I saw the Blue Angels fly over Epcot. Usually it's the Magic Kingdom. They do the Delta Break. I sometimes call it the Delta Burke. It's not. It's the Delta Break over the castle. And then they come back the other way. This time it was the Spaceship Earth. It was really pretty, and it was very invigorating to just know that, this was our Navy doing these exercises. It was really, it's a wonderful thing. I will go all the time. And the big event this month was the 30th anniversary of Universal Studios. It's Disney's Hollywood Studios 30th anniversary. The media event was amazing. We got to see the new merchandise. We got to see the new food. We spoke to heritage cast members like TJ, who have been there since the beginning, and it was awesome. The next day when they actually had the 30th anniversary, it was fun, but I expected a little more. They had a character parade. I just thought there was going to be more to it. And they talked about a big announcement, and it was a logo that people thought was a mwah, mwah. They didn't like the logo. It was more of a font than a logo, but still nice. But we got to see Galaxy's Edge. So let me give you the dirt here. It was about 10 minutes. It wasn't long. You walked into that door over by the Muppet Vision 3D, and there was this cave that kind of curves to the right. And there was a model in there so that the construction workers could actually come and reference it to see. I just don't understand. Bob, let me take a look at the not the construction workers are stupid. That's just Bob. This is how he talks in my mind. Let me look at the model. Okay. And then by the time you get back up on the crane to do the spire, how do you know what you saw? Can I have a picture, Bob? No. In any event. And this was this big, vast, open space with, everything was still far away, what looked like an engine of a jet in the ground. I think that's either the entrance or the exit to Rise of the Resistance. This big half a volcano and other spires. And it was huge, and we still couldn't see the Millennium Falcon. So it was still around the bend there, so I knew there was a lot more to explore. And it still was very much a construction site here in Florida. But it felt overwhelming. It felt big. It impressed me a little bit more even than Pandora, which is hard to do because Pandora's, the floating mountains were awesome. It's going to be great. I really do. I don't know if the Millennium Falcon ride is going to be amazing. I know Rise of the Resistance. I'm really betting my life that that's going to be an epic dark ride, and I can't wait for that. So a lot more to come with that. The studios also revealed a new projection show on the Chinese theater, The Wonderful World of Animation. Some people said, not enough fireworks. It's not meant to be a fireworks show. It's a projection show, and a great one at that, especially because it all comes back to Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse at the end.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. It was all started by a mouse.
Thanks, everybody! It sure has been a whole lot of fun, but trust me, it's only the beginning! See you real soon!
So 2 reminders, all the videos are on bigfatpanda.com, full videos. Please go there, please subscribe, please ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when new videos come out instead of just wandering across it. And if you, a loved one, a family member or a friend, are planning a vacation to Walt Disney World or anywhere else, please check out mousefantravel.com. They have the highest accolade earmark from Disney available, and they are the best. You can take that to the bank. So how does the magic of Disney impact our lives? Our guest, Terry Wheeland, also a life coach, wrote a book about that called What the Magic Means. Let's get to him. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with Terry Wheeland. Terry Wheeland Jr.?
If you want, yeah.
That's how I see you on Facebook.
Fine. My dad is a senior, so I just throw junior in there to split it up a little bit.
All right, I'm going to make him uncomfortable now with the panda hug. I'm sorry, I got to do it.
That's all right.
That's all right. Bring it in. I've hugged him before. It's okay. You made the book. I made the book. You wrote the book. What does the magic mean, or what?
What the magic.
What the magic means. I'm in the book. I have the book. I should know this.
You should know.
We'll put it right there. Before we get into the book, how did your love of Disney come about? How old are you when you first realized, I kind of like this stuff? And even if it's not young, tell me.
I have a picture with my grandma when I was like 3 or 4 and I had a Mickey Mouse t-shirt on. So I think it started for me pretty early.
Okay, cool.
I still have a stool that has Mickey Mouse Club on it from like the 70s that I had when I was little, and I still have it. So it's always been around. First time I went into the parks, I think was 1987. Wow. And that really kind of launched it.
So you were always a fan of this stuff?
Always.
Okay, of the theme parks and the movies, the whole nine
Well, I mean, I
yards?
think the Mickey Mouse is where it all started for a lot of us, and then the theme parks is really kind of what launched me into it. I like the movies. I kind of, I'm aware of the movies. I watch them. The theme parks and the Imagineering and all of that is where the passion is for me.
And where did you grow up?
Chicago, outside of Chicago.
Okay, so it was a trip. How often did you get down to Florida?
We were here we try to be here every year, just about, if not every 2 years.
So you looked forward to it. Your
yeah,
family knew.
absolutely.
Was it like me where vacation was Disney?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, there was no other vacation.
No.
I didn't know people went other places
Right.
for vacation.
Yeah.
I thought you went to.
We went camping in the summer times. That was it. Otherwise, it was here.
When did you move down here?
About a year and a half ago.
Okay, so it's pretty recent. Was that a career decision?
Lifestyle, career.
Okay. So what do you do now? You do coaching.
I do business coaching. I work mostly with kind of independent contractor, entrepreneur people, real estate agents, or starting their online presence, starting an online business. We work through taking their kind of Walt Disney vision and making it into something that's practical.
So you do put the Disney terminology, feeling, whatever you
I
call
bring
it,
some of it into it for sure.
the culture into it.
Yep.
Where do we find that if we wanted to find you for coaching and find out more? Is there a
You can
website?
go, if you go to whatthemagicmeans.com, you'll find the book, you'll find information on what I do with coaching and all that. So,
All right. When did you start thinking, I'm going to write this book?
gosh, now probably about 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, kicked it around for probably a good 3 years, and then beginning of 2017 just decided if I don't do it now, I'll probably be thinking about it for another 5 years.
You had to coach yourself, basically.
I did, yeah.
Was it about a year ago that we got in touch because of the book?
Yeah, a little over a year ago.
I think it was. Yeah, Serena told me.
Yep.
Talk to John. And okay, so the book, What the Magic Means, seems so generic at first, but most people have a tangible feeling of what it means.
Yeah, so like with the subtitle of the book, it talks about 10 stories of how the magic of Disney impacts our lives. And so that's really what I wanted to capture with the book is how does Disney influence us? Because the magic touches us all in different ways. And so I wanted to try to capture some of those stories that are out there and talk about how it affects us.
As a testament to you, that was the best interview that I felt I gave, and I don't mean it for me that it was the best I gave. I mean it was the best for me because I learned about myself during the interview with you.
Yeah,
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people did because I wanted to ask thought-provoking questions. What does it really mean to you? How did it start? How does it end?
I remember
people had to think through that.
Okay, I have now that I've been asked so often, I have like a jargon not jargon, but you have your go-to sentences where I went on the boat over the lagoon and it changed my life, and I always cry when I think about my dad. But you asked me some questions that I remember having to think. Wasn't it like a long 2-hour interview, or was it longer?
It was at least an hour and a half, I know.
Okay, because I just remember after hanging up the phone with you, not knowing what was going to be in the book, I remember going, that was intense for me. I felt like I had a therapy session with a doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. Did I ever tell you that?
No, you never told me that.
Yeah, it wasn't just a question and answer thing. It was good. So when I did read what you wrote in the book, I kind of cried a little bit. I was kind of teary-eyed that, okay, this is me on paper, and you don't know how you are perceived by other people. So that was awesome.
I wanted to capture people at their most authentic, really.
Can you give me 4 people that are in the book? We know about me. Give me 4 other people that just stand out real quick.
Lee Cockrell, who was he was retired as the executive vice president of operations for Walt Disney World. Basically, for us, he ran the whole place. Jeff Barnes, who's a fellow author, friend of mine, wrote The Wisdom of Walt and Beyond the Wisdom of Walt. Serena Lynn, who is a friend of ours, local blogger, at the parks all the time, giving really great information. And then I threw one in personally for me, a friend of mine, Kara Mall, the very last one. Just a girl that her and I actually met through a program that Disney Vacation Club had back 5, 6, 7 years ago that was a bust. But her and I met. I actually ended up working at the real estate company that she was at, and her and I just developed a relationship, and the reason that we have a friendship today is because of Disney.
What I love is you ran the gamut. You went from Lee Cockrell and then to somebody that wasn't necessarily a big Disney executive, and everything in between. That's great. Yeah. I try to do that with the show too. Okay, so the book came out when?
Book came out right before Christmas.
And we can go purchase it at whatthemagicmeans.com.
Yeah, whatthemagicmeans.com /book. and it's available on Amazon as well.
But if I go to whatthemagicmeans.com, there's a link there to the book anyway.
Probably
Okay.
exhaustive. It
Okay,
tells you
slash-
how to get it.
/book.
/book, yeah.
How does it feel? I mean, how did it feel when it came out? The feedback. Obviously, it's good feedback.
Everybody in the community has been really, really great. I mean, it's nerve-wracking to put yourself out there as, you do on video. And so, there's always that kind of critic in the back of my head saying, what are you doing? This is crazy. But everybody's been so welcoming. Feedback from the book has been great so far, so I'm happy with it.
Are you itching to do another one?
Everybody asked me that question, and I
think it's kind of like potato chips.
It is,
I think,
yeah,
writing
it
a
is.
book.
I don't have specific plans. I have ideas in my head on what it could potentially be, but I'm not working toward it right now.
Okay, but the book has led to The Wisdom of Walt. Right? Is that what it is? The Wisdom?
So Jeff Barnes was one of the original people that I just kind of reached out to saying, hey.
Yeah, and Jeff, we should say, wrote a book called The Wisdom of Walt.
Yeah, he's the author of The Wisdom of Walt. And so I just reached out to him saying, hey, I want to do something like this. I want to write a book. It's a crazy idea. I'm not an author. And Jeff kind of, got on the phone with me right away and had an hour-long conversation, and he and I just developed a friendship. And so as his books were coming out, my book is coming out, he and I just wanted to find a way to work together. And so that's kind of where we're at now, is we're just sort of blending those businesses together and doing some things. And what you're talking about is we're doing like a mastermind group right now based on his first book.
Okay, and you're doing a mastermind group that lasts how long?
It's 6 weeks, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes or so per week.
Okay, so this one that you just started,
Yep.
I'm going to be there Monday of this week coming up.
Correct.
People who haven't joined this, if they wanted to, should wait till the next one starts.
Yeah, we're going to start rotating them in, probably starting every 2 or 3 weeks. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities.
Okay, so even though they're 6 weeks long, you can start them
Oh
every
yeah, I
2 or 3
stagger
weeks.
because I do a lot of them, not just the Wisdom of Walt. I do some other things. I'm going to have one for Think and Grow Rich, that book by Napoleon Hill. I'm certified as a John Maxwell team coach, trainer, and speaker, so I do a lot of John's content. So I usually have 2 or 3 or 4 of them staggered together all at the same time. So there's plenty of opportunities to jump into those.
The only thing I know about Jeff Barnes is that he wrote that book and that he is this, I'm a big guy. I don't consider him a big guy because he's not. And he just eats constantly and does not get fat.
The kid loves ice cream.
Yeah, it's gonna catch up with him. And I'm going to be so happy when I see those Facebook pages of I'm that hard.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you started this Wisdom of Walt. We have the book. Let's find out more about your Disney love. Okay, you're a Star Wars freak. How much of a Star Wars freak?
I wouldn't say our friend Lizzie is a freak, knows everything. I don't know all of the details.
Liz Twachtman loves.
Yes. So shout out
so
to
if I
Lizzie.
say
Lizzie is
Alderaan, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that
so
I know.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
How excited are you?
We'll be there opening day.
You will.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I say that now.
No, you're gonna be there.
So, have you seen the picture of the lady, of the
Yeah,
cast member standing at the Florida?
Saying it's gonna be 7-hour wait.
Yeah.
Oh no, the line starts
The line
here.
starts here. That's awesome.
You see the people put out what Disney says Star Wars is gonna look like, and then the real picture.
Yeah.
Are you more excited? I'm more excited about one attraction over the other. Are you more excited about one over the other? Because there's Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and then the Rise of the Resistance.
And I think all of us are more excited. At least my assumption is more people are excited about Millennium Falcon.
I don't know.
I'm probably just as excited because I think it's the unknown of the other one.
I agree. We do have a complete thing of how we believe Smuggler's Run will go.
Correct. The other one we don't really know because there's rumors that it might be a half hour long. So is it,
I don't
Universe
think
of Energy?
the ride itself, I'm going to say the ride itself is probably 12 to 15 minutes.
Right.
The experience will be, I think,
so is it, is
minutes
it Universe of Energy?
How much does this, do these coaching mastermind courses cost?
This particular one is $67. I can't guarantee.
And that's for 6 weeks?
That's for all 6 weeks.
We
You
don't
get a
know the price.
workbook. Yeah, I don't know because this is our first one with this. Just in general, they run anywhere from $49 to $249 with the ones that I do. So it just depends on what you're getting into.
Now, you could repeat the Wisdom of Walt one over.
I will probably start another one in about 3 weeks.
Okay, so it's not like once you miss the Disney eccentric one, it's gone. You can do that one.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Jeff is going to be a part of it at
Yeah,
some
he
point?
throws in a little pixie dust here and there as we call
Where
it.
are all the ways that I can find you on social media?
The easiest thing to do is just search my name, Terry Wheeland. Sometimes it comes up as...
You're going to get Dad, though.
No, my dad's not on social media.
Okay.
My dad wants no part of that.
He's
So-
a very smart man.
Exactly. That's what I say. So if you just search me, you're going to find me. I'm the only one that I know of out there. So you'll find me in some capacity.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, pal. Appreciate it.
We'll see you soon. And there you have it, show number 65. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the guests. I hope you enjoy some of my feedback and just have fun overall. I hope you go to bigfatpanda.com. Make sure you subscribe, please. Go forth, create pandemonium, and above all, keep giving out panda hugs to everyone that you meet. Spread some love. The world really needs it. Also, I'm not going to say goodbye to you today. I'm going to let somebody else do that for us.
Thank you for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed the show. Panda out.